Was that just a personal thing, or was that a policy for the school district for masks? One of the beautiful things of not living in a place like North Korea, for example, you can actually have freedoms and do what you want.
I'm gonna either ask you to take a seat or
Oh yeah, I don't want to. I'm good standing.
okay. Can you stand a little bit further over there for us, please?
Well, he's not in, and I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'll need to get someone else up here then, because.
Okay, well, if you want to have a seat, and I
I'm good.
if you take your mask down.
Hey everyone, I am free. It's August 27th, 2024. I am in the city of Edmonds, Snohomish County, here in the communist empire of Washington State. That building right over there is the Edmonds School District number 15. That's their admin building. Going in there today to look into their records index. If you look in the statutes of Washington State, which are the revised codes of Washington, Title 42, Chapter 56, Section 70, it states in Section 1, Subsection 1, that they must have a compiled record of records regarding administrative orders, rules, procedures, policies, all that, that's available for inspection during normal business hours, normal operating hours. I got a tip from a family member of an elderly individual who wanted to look into the curriculum after a responsive records request was done to see if he got shorted on some records that should have been in the responsive records request. And that's one of the reasons the records request exists, for transparency and accountability in Washington State, is so that you actually can juxtapose what you get in terms of what's supposed to be there based on that record. I was told that there is an individual named Manny who is either the PRO or a designee of the PRO who assists people, and it is alleged that Manny was not being helpful, not necessarily rude, just didn't know what he was talking about, ultimately didn't produce it, and was, of course, at that point in time aware that it wasn't produced or didn't exist, and that they were, possibly going to try to, scramble to get it together. So I'm going to head on in there and see if that's actually the case here at the Edmonds School District right here. While I got your attention, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting that all notifications bell so you can get my stories right in the release, I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. If you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you can do so by going to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in there.
Makes sense. Hello.
Hi, how can I help you?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Looking to see if I can speak to the PRO.
PRO.
Public Records Officer.
Not the Public Information Officer.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, I don't want to speak with them.
And did you have an appointment?
Nope.
And what is your name?
Alejandro.
I'm just subbing at his desk.
Oh, yeah, no sweat.
So the person is not in the building, I don't think. They're not answering their phone. So do you want to leave a message or?
No, I was just hoping they'd be able to get me access to the records index quicker. I just want to inspect the records index.
Oh, I think you can do a public records request online, and then that's.
Yeah, records index is a little different. In Section 70 of that, it's usually a compilation of policies, rules, that kind of stuff. all the
Okay.
administrative stuff in one place, and it's supposed to be available for inspection.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not in, and I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, I'll need to get someone else up here then, because
Okay, well, if you want to have a seat, and I'd
Yeah, I'm
appreciate
good.
if you take your mask down.
Why is
that'd
that?
be great. Well, just, because you're in a public building, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit.
A mask after 3 years of masks.
Oh.
Now it's freaking everybody out. Okay, it's weird. It's pretty strange. Was that just a personal thing, or was that a policy for the school district for masks?
Oh, it's probably a personal.
Oh,
I mean,
gotcha.
we don't have very many people with masks in cameras.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
So, is that?
Hi, welcome. Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, hi. I'm just looking to inspect the records index.
Would you like to fill out a public records request form?
Not for the index. No, that's supposed to be available for inspection during normal open hours.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but why don't you just wait right there, or here is fine.
Sure.
And we'll get someone to help you.
Great. Thanks.
So I'm not sure what you mean by the public records index. So maybe you could give me a little more
Yeah,
information.
sure. You bet. It's in Section 70 of the Public Records Act, so Title 42, Chapter 56. and
Okay,
we'll
let
get
me
in-
just look that up real quick. I'm
Yeah,
going
you
to
bet.
need you to go a little slower for me.
Sure.
Okay, do you have my glasses? So RCW,
42.56.
RC 42.56
.56. 0.070.
0.070.
Then in subsection 3 is where it discusses local agencies, state agencies having a records index on hand.
So you want final opinions, including concurring and dissenting opinions, as well as orders in the adjudication of, and then our policies, etc.
Yeah, and like I said, the records index is supposed to be available. It's not a record that you request. It's just one that's available to the public to come in and inspect.
Okay. Why don't you have a seat? I'm gonna get you a computer because we'll have that on one of our computers, I
Sure.
think.
Yeah, I'll just wait here. Sounds good.
Okay, I'll wait with you then. I'm gonna either ask you to take a seat or,
Oh yeah, I don't want to. I'm good standing.
okay. Can you stand a little bit further over there for us, please? In our public spaces?
This is not a public space.
Well, you stay where you want to stay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna ask you not to go there and not to go here, please.
Yeah.
To go into our private spaces, you're gonna need an escort, so. I'll get somebody just to make sure you're gonna stay there, and then he's gonna stay right in here, and I'm gonna get him a computer so he can look at our index.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
And Curtis is on his way.
Great.
You didn't by chance get a picture of any of my stuff here, did you?
What's that?
You didn't by chance get a picture of any of my stuff here, right?
What do you mean your stuff?
Because it's private.
What
It's
stuff you
got
talking
social
about?
security numbers and birth dates
Oh
and
no.
stuff on
Plus,
it.
even if I saw any of that, I would just black it out if it was going to get published. So.
Hi there. This is Manny, and he's in charge of our public records request. So he'll
Oh,
be
great.
helping
You're the
you
PRO?
today.
Yeah, well, I'm not the PRO, but I'd be able
Designate.
to assist you.
Great. Yeah, I'm
PRO.
looking to inspect the public records index.
Okay, may I walk you up to my
Sure.
area then?
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you. Anything else I can help you with other than the index?
Based on what I see, I may have a records request. I don't know yet. I gotta look for something specific. Thank you.
So this is our education services building. Have you been here before?
I have not.
So we have our superintendent's area here. Our student department.
Nice.
Yeah, we have payroll, human resource, technology downstairs.
So sort of like
This
the
is our
admin
business
center,
area.
basically.
Exactly.
Got it.
Curtis, do we still need access to a computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the person that assists the public records office.
Okay.
So, let me know again, what is it you'd like to see?
The records index.
Are you referring to our current number request or?
No, the actual records index itself.
Okay.
What was your name?
Curtis. Campbell.
Curtis. Yeah, nice to meet you. Alejandro.
Alejandro?
Yep.
Sorry, we neglected to give him a visitor's badge. Can you please wear that while you're inside the building?
Oh, sure. What do you do here?
Communications director.
Ah.
So this is what we consider and refer to as our index. So if one wanted to view all of our contract records, it'll be there.
Oh, no. I think we're having a bit of a disconnect here. So,
Okay.
In Section 70 of the Public Records Act, it discusses that state and local agencies have a compilation of records, typically things like orders, decisions by elected officials, administrative orders, processes, policies, and it's generally put. Sometimes it is online, but I looked for it and I didn't see it.
Okay.
And then the other option is that it's just physically, available. Usually they'll have it in like a large binder or something like that if it's not actually online.
Yeah. What's the reference you mentioned again, so I can?
Sure, it's RCW 42.
56070.
That's the one.
So is it just a log of records requests we've completed?
No. The logs are addressed in, I believe it's 4256, 210, or 230. So that would just be the one where people come in, they're like, I'm looking for curriculum information or whatever, right? And then it shows a log of everyone who's ever made a records request or for the period of time. The records index, is basically documents relating to the operations of said agency. So like with your guys' school board, if they have made, let's say, 300 orders or rules over the course of their being a school board, they would all be in that compilation, that index. And the reason they have that is just so that there is one central location, people can come in and inspect it there.
I think this is where we refer to that because, as indicated in the reference you provided, it talks about when doing so would be unduly burdensome. And so here,
now, if that is the case, if the school district has utilized subsection 4, there just has to be a published order from the school board that says, and it has to specify in a detailed manner, as you can see in subsection 4, basically says, we the school board are saying, here's the reasons why it's too burdensome. It can't just be that it is too burdensome or costly. They have to actually, in a detailed manner, explain it.
As you can all see, the Edmonds School District was very quick in responding to my records request and retrieving the archived copy of the Board Resolution number 09-52 from November 3rd, 2009. Let's see what it says. This 2009 resolution here provides the district's explanation for not maintaining a records index as follows. 1. Staff time and effort was at the time, in 2009, excessive and would detract from the core functions of the district. District expense and staff time would materially and substantially detract from performance. Some of you might be thinking, but Steve, what does all this gobbledygook even mean, and why is it important to the citizens? It's a great question, and it relates exactly to the needs of that elderly man I mentioned earlier, who had his family reach out to me regarding records, and my realization that it should all be in that index, or a great deal of it, readily available for the public to consume. A records index, simply put, helps people find public records by looking to see what is available of the government, in this case, the school district. Oftentimes, people do not know the exact depth and breadth of records indices, and thus what is available to them to inspect and get information from. Let's take a look at the records index of the Washington State Liquor Control Board to get an example of one that is helpful and why it's important to have one like that. As you can see here, the Washington State Liquor Control Board breaks records down into sections of the department, and within each section there is information such as final orders, policies, meeting minutes, etc. This is important because instead of eating up the time of public records officers and having long wait times to get responsive records, those same PROs could simply provide a URL to the already maintained records on a website and or in a printed document at the main office for the public to inspect per RCW 42.56.070. However, this raises a concern of why are these indices so rarely, if ever, maintained. My digging into these transparency stories has unveiled an unfortunate affirmation of what so many people already know. It provides too much transparency too quickly, and that makes it easier to hold the government to account, something the government always seeks to avoid. So talk to your local and state agencies to see about getting your records indices created and maintained.
And then there has to be an order produced.
Yeah, and there may very well be, and I'll need time to be able to find it.
Okay, yeah, I'm good to wait here and see if there is an order. I just like to see it before I leave, because if there isn't an order, then I need to actually inspect the index.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best to find it right away.
Okay.
I don't know how quickly I'd be able to do so, but I'll try.
You know, Manny, you may have told me already, but who is the actual PRO for the district?
It's Miss Lydia Sally.
Is she the counsel for the district?
No, she's our chief financial officer.
Gotcha. Okay. Usually they have lawyers doing it because it gets.
Yeah, and that may be something we need to do is reach out to legal counsel and see exactly, because I've been doing school PR for 17 years. I've been familiar with public records requests and laws and stuff like that, but I haven't ever had anybody come to ask for
the index.
So that may be something we just need to talk with our legal counsel about.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had someone reach out to me saying that they wanted to inspect it for orders because their impression, I want to be clear, it's just an allegation, is that there's documents that are not present that should be, and they want to reference those for whatever their purposes are. And they said they couldn't gain access to the index, so looks like that's kind of the case of what's going on here.
Well, I was hoping to be able to quickly find by doing a search on that RCW reference, but I'm not, so I may need more time to find that. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Yeah, I'll need more time to find that, because if I search for 4256,
lots of stuff comes up.
Getting all of these.
Fair enough.
So
Can we get your contact information, and then we'll work it through our process, and we'll treat it like a records request, and then send it to you as soon as we come across what we need?
Well, I mean, if you guys don't have it, there's not much I can do.
Well, I mean, we don't know if we have it or not.
I don't want to treat it like a records.
Well, we don't have to. We can just get your contact information as soon as we come across the answer.
Yeah,
we can contact you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just would like it to be treated expeditiously, only because the records request, obviously, as you know, being familiar, that can go in installments. It can take sometimes years, and I'm not looking to have.
Yeah, we don't have to do it formally if that's
okay.
What you prefer.
Cool.
So if you just phone number, email address, or whichever you prefer.
Sure.
Preferably email, so that way we can just
that way we can send you links.
All right. There's that.
Yeah, happy to take that from you. Protonmail.com, anonymous records requester, all in one word.
Yep.
Protonmail.com. Okay.
All right. I can walk you down.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Take care, Manny.
I also wanted to see if I could just place a records request here. Yeah, you could write it down.
Cool.
White.
All right.
Sari White?
Yeah.
Then like I said, I'm just gonna get some B-roll footage. So once I'm done with that, I don't know. You have a good day. Just out of curiosity, do you think Manny's going to be getting an answer pretty quick about that index?
I'm not sure, because like I said, it may be something we need to reach out to legal counsel for, because it's an unfamiliar ask.
Showing on her transcript as a P.
But once we do, definitely email you right now. So.
Well, I know you are new here, so you may not have an answer to my question, but have you, now I obviously know you haven't heard anything about the records index because of today, but have you heard of any elderly people coming in looking to get records requests and having been, I'll put it as being treated brusquely, or with a brusque response, I should say, and sort of pushed off, or had any issues with people coming in to do records requests, specifically around curriculum?
Not that I'm aware of. Usually we're really good about complying with records requests and stuff, and obviously being customer service oriented is a.
Not that I don't believe you, and it sounds like you're really good at communications. But having just been here since July, how do you know that the track record of the school district?
Well, no, I wouldn't know. Like I'd need to ask or something, but at least in the.
I'm just saying. You just said we're really good about responding, but you've been here since July. So have you dealt with a lot of records requests since July?
No, I just know we have a good team. Like Manny is very responsive.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
I would imagine that that's just part of his nature and the way he conducts business.
Gotcha.
So.
And you haven't been briefed on any encounters with people coming in for records requests regarding curriculum prior to your arrival?
No. Okay. In fact, I think a lot of our curriculum is linked on our website. So I'm not sure about past curriculums, but I know a lot of our current curriculum is just from my work on the website that I've seen stuff that are.
Well, going back to one of the points I made upstairs, there's individual that's alleging that there are documents missing that would be in the records index, and my understanding is this individual wants to juxtapose responsive records from a typical public records request against the records index to effectively determine if there is something missing or not, because with the records index needing to be that compilation, if there's something there
that's not in
the Public Records Act, you could either prove that there was not a fully responsive set of records given, the records index is incomplete, which sounds like it probably doesn't even exist, or both are not correct, in which case that's very bad. But yeah, that's one of the primary things about the records index, and I think that's what this guy is trying to get to, is to try to understand what is the nature of the work, because as you know, curriculum's a hot topic these days, so that's one of the methods to verify. So I think that's what he's looking at. Let me change this out. All right, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Curtis.
Curtis, hey, nice to meet you, man.
Alejandro.
I will possibly come back later, see if there's, I'm working on a couple other stories in the area today, see if maybe you managed to figure it out with council or whatever. Who is the council for the district, by the way?
I'm not sure of their name.
Is there any way you could find that out real quick before I go?
Yeah, give me one moment.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
They're all in the same meeting. I can see that they're all in a meeting. They must be doing a
training or something.
Right. Because Dawn and Miriam and Anne Marie, and they're kind of having a chat. So they're answering somebody's questions, and I think they're doing an online training. So that's why you haven't heard from her. So
all right,
but I'm sure once she's off the phone.
Quick question for you. Yeah. Is it because my mask is black?
No, I think it's just because your hat and your glasses and your mask.
Gotcha. So it's because of my, gotcha. So she's fine with her mask, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So can I take a picture of you?
Absolutely. Heck yeah. Your First Amendment is just as good as mine. You can do whatever you like. One of the beautiful things of not living in a place like North Korea, for example, you can actually have freedoms and do what you want.
So,
I think I know who you're going to say, which law firm.
No, it's through the risk pool.
Oh.
So it's Washington.
Okay, I'm familiar with the risk pool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought you were going to. That's right on the tip of my tongue. There's this law firm up in this area, and they represent, I think, like 26 school districts. So it's on the tip of my tongue. They're all former attorney generals.
Is it Porter or something?
No.
That was what we used when I was in Sunnyside.
Oh yeah, no. Definitely not the same. Pacifica.
I'm not familiar with them.
All right, man. Well, look, I'll follow up later. I appreciate your time.
All right,
Thanks.
have a good one.
Take care. Good.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, everybody. Well, tip confirmed. Went right up there with Manny. Now, I really liked the helpfulness of Manny and Curtis. You know, took me right up there. They're looking for it. They obviously didn't understand what the index is. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to smash them for that. But to again sort of discuss the point of that index is this individual wanted to come here to the district to review the index so that he could juxtapose against a responsive records request he received if all of the orders and whatnot of the board were present in his records request. And the index is something that's mandated to be present and physically observable. They can't publish it online, but I looked there first and it wasn't present online. So this guy's really big on wanting to know about the curriculum here at the Edmonds School District, and wasn't able to do so, wasn't able to see these orders specifically allegedly regarding curriculum. And now we see this is what's going on. So again, all very interesting. Not good for them that they don't have a records index. And if you look at RCW 42.56.070 subsection 4, it says they can, as Manny pointed out, not have that records index compiled, but they have to specify the reasons why it's too burdensome and or costly.